Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now, it's real time.
Welcome back, everybody. Don't you just love technology? But that's fine. That gives us the opportunity to see John and Lynn Haxton a little early. Lynn, it's great to see you as always. It's always good to see you. John, whatever, good to see you. John and Lynn, they own and operate Haxton's Canvas and Upholstery. Your destination, of course, when you're talking about boat tops and interior upholstery, and really, quite honestly, a number of different things that you might not be aware of. But first things first. How's traveling been? How you guys been?
Awesome.
Been pretty good?
Yes.
I know that you guys were somewhere down south of our country at some point in time, had some fun there.
Lots of fun.
We were out of town for a little bit.
For a little bit, okay. Had fun there? Can we tell everybody where you were, or are you keeping that secret?
Honduras.
Honduras.
Yeah.
Okay. And there was a thing that happened not too far away from you while you were there?
Not far.
Yeah.
Not far.
Venezuela.
Yeah. That's a story that you're always going to be on. We're not going to dive into it here. This is not the right forum, but certainly it's going to be a very interesting story that you'll have the rest of your life from now.
Yes.
Okay, so first things first, I thought the way that we would start this out is what you wanted to bring in, and it's the Shockwave seats. Now, for folks that don't have, I don't have a boat that would accommodate this unless you really wanted to upgrade for passengers, because I'm running a tiller boat. But if you have a windshield boat of some sort, these are pretty slick, and I like how compact they are.
Yes.
And is that the reason why most boats go after them, because of their size?
Yeah, they work in a lot of applications. This is something that you would buy. You would put your own seat on it. You could put any seat on it.
Mm-hmm. That they would get from you, of course, because you make all the best seats.
Yes.
You could get from us, or your existing seat could go on there. I mean,
Sure.
you remove your box and replace it with this.
Gotcha.
And it works in like open boats. This is probably the best thing going for something that's going to be out in the weather. There's other suspension options, but they don't all work in our wonderful Oregon weather.
Sure, sure.
So this is what we found to be good for that. These work great in a salt environment, specifically the stainless steel version.
And this one's just powder coated?
This is just a powder coated aluminum, which is a very good option, but the stainless obviously holds up to the saltwater bed.
Okay, so for folks that got the offshore boats that are, even you had mentioned open boats, like some of our guide boats that are out there, center consoles, they've got 6 seats up front. They're running out into the salt water, taking water over the sides. Is that something that you've seen, Lynn?
Absolutely.
I mean, boats are putting those in there?
Absolutely.
I would assume it's professionals that are trying to get their clients back so that they're comfortable. Again,
Exactly.
sit on the boat or on the floor, whatever. But okay, so I can see that.
It's an upgrade to a beanbag, you know.
A little bit, not much. A little
It's
bit.
a competition of the guides to make their people the most comfortable.
It'd be a good idea. That'd be a good idea.
And so, yeah, stainless steel has been it seems to be where they're headed now.
Okay. How many different versions, as I can already tell that these are kind of designed a little bit differently from each other. Are there different versions, just the stainless and the powder coat? Those are options for folks when they come in to look out.
There's 3 different versions, actually. These are the 2. These 2 are pretty close to the same other than the materials they're made of. And then their third version is
It's a lighter.
also aluminum. But it has a little bit different design.
Okay.
They're all pretty good.
And are they adjustable?
Lynn, what is
They're
stats on
adjustable
that?
by pressure. So they run off of a Fox shock.
Okay.
Same type of shock that you'd have like on a motocross bike, BMX bike, that type of thing.
So nothing has to be plumbed or anything like that. It's just plug and play, get them bolted on, get your seats on, you're good to go.
Exactly. Completely self-contained. You pressurize it with the air.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
So the stainless steel version, however, does have a nice adjustment. There's a trigger back here that changes from.
Well, let's see if we can get a shot with that Maxima Tech cam here. Right, it'd be right in here, this little blue.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
okay,
it
I get
changes
it.
it from soft to medium to firm.
Oh, okay. All right. I
The
get
other
it.
nice thing about the Shockwaves, the red dial that you see here, and all of the options have that, adjusts the rebound.
Okay. So it
it
doesn't.
slows down how quick. Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't buck you out of the boat.
Well, yeah, I've experienced that before. One of the reasons why I don't really like the saltwater a whole lot, I guess. Okay, so Shockwave, that's something that you can look into. You're going to be at the Pacific Northwest Sportsman Show, right?
Going to be at the Sportsman Show. Going to be at the Saltwater Show.
Okay.
We are running 15% off of these at the show too.
Oh.
Which is a fantastic deal.
So, I mean, you can see them here, of course, on the show, but it's not like scratch and sniff, right? You can't, you put your hands on it when you go to the show and actually decide what it is that you want to do. Okay, perfect. So some of the other questions, and we get a lot of them when you're talking about Haxtons, right? I would say probably the one that comes up the most for me is my cover for the drift boat, and then covers for our boats. So like my boat, my sled, my Raptor, it stays outside 24/7. I don't have a shop or anything. So folks ask a lot of questions about those, and it's the turnaround. How long does something like that take to get done? Because they're all custom. Is that correct?
Takes a week.
Takes a week. Okay.
Typically a week.
All right. So if somebody's going to be not using their boat for a week, that'd be their timeline to get in and get that done.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, or normally we'll schedule you in, bring you in on Monday, and we'll have you out by Friday.
All right.
Doesn't have to be on those days, but that's typically how we work.
All right, and that gives you enough time to customize one so it fits everything just right.
No, we build them from scratch.
Gotcha.
The material comes off the roll. There's nothing out of a box that we start with.
Okay.
We start literally off the roll.
So let's say for like mine, bow mounts and different accessories, forward-facing sonar, all these things are now accessories that are hanging on the sides or the fronts of our boats. Are those things that you can build around? Do you build over them?
Whatever
Does it
you
really
want.
matter?
Whatever you want it. And we reinforce for all of those. So anything that would protrude into the cover that might become a problem, towing down the road, we reinforce for those so they won't rub through. I mean, eventually they could rub through, but we give it an extra layer. And so we just ask that you watch that, and if it starts to rub through, bring the cover back to us and we can put an extra piece in there and catch it before it blows through the cover.
Okay.
Keep it looking nice.
I think one of the things that we had mentioned before about the drift boat cover was having the ability to leave your oar locks in. I know that a lot of folks really appreciated that, so that's something that you can make sure that you include if you're going to have a boat cover made. And mine was on there for 7 months. Okay, it was perfect when I took it off. The boat looked new on the inside, and I think that's one of the reasons why they're so important. I really need one for my big boat, but that's another discussion. Another one. The Gator Step. I actually got the name right, Lynn.
Yes.
I didn't get that wrong.
Congratulations.
Gator Step was one of the coolest features that I've ever put on a boat, let alone a drift boat or a big boat or anything. That Gator Step was something that, one, quieted my aluminum drift boat down, but just the durability of it all. Where I stand on the side, there's nothing that's worn through. The paint that's on the interior of the boat, what do they call that?
Zolatone?
Zolatone. So, I mean, it just protects everything up on the bow, through the middle. So that's something that you consider. I know that you have that there at the show as well, so that at least folks can see the different versions of what you have.
Yeah, samples will be there for sure.
And it's a relatively simple process, is that right?
Very.
Lasered and so I mean,
Lasered.
it's pretty precise.
Yep, the fitting is all done with a laser.
Okay.
And then patterned cut, easy install.
All right. So she says, no, it's an easy install. There's no such thing as an easy install, but they do make it very, very simple, and it looks great, which is one of the things that I really appreciate.